All right, boys and girls, so today for this lesson, you're going to need three things. You need a sheet of notebook paper, something to write with, and you need a snack. I chose a Starburst. You could get a candy, a piece of candy, a cookie, a cracker, some fruit, but I want you to pause this video right now to make sure you have all three of these materials that you need for today. All right. So in this lesson today, guys, we're going to take a short break from the Red Tide essay to do just a fun activity that focuses on elaboration. But before we jump in and get started, we need to make sure that everyone understands what Mrs. Body is referring to when I say the word elaboration. So I know that I've shared this with you guys before, but this is our rubric for writing. This is the rubric that teachers use when they're scoring an informative essay in 4th and 5th grade, so it does not change. So again, we have our three areas: purpose, focus, and organization, evidence and details, and conventions. Remember, this is like your structure. Are you on topic? Does your writing have a clear beginning, middle, and end? Does it have, is it broken into paragraphs? And then conventions focuses on like your punctuation, your grammar, your sentence structure. But today we're going to focus in on this area right here, evidence and details. This is a major portion of your score in writing. And so let's take a quick look at some of these descriptors and how we earn a score of 4, and then what might turn that score into a 3, a 2, or even possibly a 1. So what I see for a 4 is that my writing shows detailed and convincing support or evidence for my main idea. So again, some detailed and convincing support and evidence for my main idea, and includes the expert use of sources, facts, and details. So what do they mean when they say convincing evidence or support? Well, that means that you're pulling really great teach statements from the text, and then you're also expanding on those. You're including some evidence, some support, but then you're elaborating on it, right? Let's look at a 3. My writing shows acceptable support or evidence for my main idea and includes the use of sources, facts, and details. So now we've gone from detailed, convincing support to acceptable support and evidence for my main idea. Now let's look at a 2. My writing shows uneven or random support and evidence for my main idea. So you're including some details, maybe evidence, right? And it might be kind of loosely related, meaning maybe it doesn't fully support the task. And then your elaboration probably is not really expanding on the evidence that you selected. Let's look at a score of 1. My writing shows little or no support or evidence for my main idea. It includes little, if any, use of sources, facts, and details. So what this means is that maybe you do have a little bit of text evidence, right? Just a little, but then you're not elaborating on it. I can't really tell as the reader that you selected text evidence and you understand why that text evidence was important. It really doesn't prove that you understand how that supports your main idea. So our goal today is to find some text evidence, right? And then to include some elaboration that shows that you really understand that text evidence. You understand why it's important and how it supports your main idea. So now let's jump in and get started. Think of a fact about this piece of candy, something that we could teach our reader about our snack. Well, I'm going to go ahead and open my piece of candy. Best day ever, 2 pink Starbursts. Never happens, right? And how do I know that? Because there's something I know about Starburst, because I've had these before, is that they come in a lot of different flavors, right? We all know that. Everybody's like, what's your favorite Starburst flavor? Not yellow. So my teach statement, something I'm going to teach my reader, is that Starburst are a type of candy that come in a variety of flavors. Now, I want you to pause this video for just a moment, and I want you to think of something that you can teach your reader about your snack. So go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to write something, a fact that you could teach your reader about your snack. All right, so hopefully you pause the video, you have one fact about your snack, whether it's a piece of candy, a cracker, a cookie, or fruit. And this really represents like our teach statement, right? In our writing, this is going to represent our teach statement. So now that you've written yours, we know that after our teach statement is our think sentences. Maybe it's one sentence, maybe it's a few. I want you to start thinking of these questions. I'm going to jot these down right up here at the top of my page. So what? Okay, so what? What does that mean? As in, why is this important? What about this question? Who cares? Who's going to care about this? What about this one? Why does this even matter? If we can start thinking about these three questions or prompts after we include a teach statement, I think it's going to help our think statements. As in, all right, so Starbursts are a type of candy that come in a variety of flavors. So what? What about it? Who cares that they come in a variety of flavors? Why does that matter that they come in a variety of flavors? So now we can go ahead and answer some of these prompts or these questions. Well, why does it matter that they come in a variety of flavors? Here's how I'm going to elaborate. This is important because people like different flavors. Now, to me, this sentence where I'm elaborating seems a little bit obvious. Why is it important there are a variety of flavors? Because people like different flavors. To me, that's still a little bit weak, so I'm going to keep going. For example, I don't like cherry. If you don't like a certain flavor, now watch this, guys. I'm going to include my voice right here. Cherry. Yuck. Then you can give it to a friend. Now, this simple candy has become a social experience So again, I included my teach statement, right? Sometimes we often highlight those in our writing in green. This is what I wanted to teach my reader, that this is a type of candy and it comes in a variety of flavors. And then I thought about these 3 prompts right up here. Okay, so what? What about the variety of flavors? Who cares about the variety of flavors? Why does this even matter? And now I've answered those prompts. Well, because people like different flavors. And then I've included a personal connection or a for example, and then myself. I don't like cherry. And then if you don't like those flavors, you can give it to a friend, and now it has become a social experience. Your job today is to use your snack, whether it's a piece of candy, a fruit, a cracker. You are going to teach your reader something about your snack. Hopefully you've already written that down when you were prompted to do so in this video. And then you are going to elaborate thinking about these 3 prompts. I will post a picture of this final paragraph, and I will include it in my discussion board post. So you're going to open that discussion board post. You will see these 3 prompts recorded. You will see my completed paragraph. I'm even going to include a funny picture of Starburst for you. You are going to do the very same thing. I cannot wait to read these on Thursday and talk about our improved elaboration.